Welcome to Shark Week on Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Mega Shark vs. Kolossus, when surf meets turf.
Directed by Christopher Ray, a man who's behind many Asylum shark movies, like two other ones we watched this week, including Shark Week and Three-Headed Shark Attack. Well, we've got this one, another Mega Shark movie that he's done. This stars Illeana Douglas, Amy Ryder, and Brody Hutzler. This is a convoluted story about Russians looking for a new energy source called red mercury, and they reawaken the Kolossus, who's been kind of buried deep in, I don't even know where, a secret hideout of some sort. And Mega Shark, who's back at it in some Versus movie for the fourth time. Now, what do we like?
I liked the look of Mega Shark and Kolossus.
Yeah, Kolossus kind of looked like a Titan straight from Attack on Titan, except just metal.
And Mega Shark looked badass.
I mean, it's not great by any means, but there's texture to them, so that's cool. And that about wraps up our like section, so I think we're gonna go right on to our dislikes now. This was a shitty movie. It was extremely boring, and had some of the worst acting that I've ever seen in any movie. This is just horrid acting, including with somebody named Jackson who is trying his hardest to be Samuel L. Jackson, but it sounds like he's reading like straight off his iPhone.
How did we miss this one?
You didn't. The DNA is exactly like the last Megalodon.
The story. You can't really focus on which is the greater threat. We've got the Mega Shark, Kolossus, Russians, US. Everyone's a threat in this movie. Who's the good guy?
Yeah, we didn't know who we were supposed to root for at all. It's just people like in some kind of power struggle for red mercury for a reason that goes unexplained. For a Versus movie, like Mega Shark is not in the movie for, I would say, 65 minutes. Like he shows up at the end. Kolossus is barely in the movie. He's got one insert shot early on in the film, and then he shows up at the end of the movie. The rest are these shitty actors in subs and on boats just talking about where they need to go.
The convenience. Just the fact that they always seem to meet up wherever they are. They're like in Rio at one point, and then they're in Moscow at the other. Like the most convenient of them all is where they trap Mega Shark. Coincidentally, in the underground laboratory that they need to get the control to control Kolossus. Like, what are the goddamn chances? As likely of a chance as catching a person in your submarine parachuting down after ejecting themselves from a plane while there's a Mega Shark versus Kolossus fight going on. That's how convenient this film is. Fuck it, buy a lottery ticket, because you're gonna win.
Please understand that we watch a lot of Asylum movies. We understand what we're getting into when we go into an Asylum film. We know they're not great because they knock so many out a year, but we can generally have a good time with them. This week has been a shit show, though. I tell ya. Three-Headed Shark Attack was the better of the three from Christopher Ray this week, but
There's no redeeming factors. There's nothing really enjoyable about this film. You don't get a good fight scene, and the fight scene you do get is really bad.
Kolossus picks up the goddamn shark, throws it into outer space, where it hits a satellite that cuts the moon in half. What the fuck?
Let's go on the editing. There's one scene where Kolossus takes something out of his chest. Meanwhile, our mad, evil technologist Dean, and it looks like they're passing it to each other. He's in the submarine, Kolossus is outside. What the fuck cut was that?
This movie was just really terrible. It's extremely boring for the amount of stuff that's going on. And it's boring because you don't care about anyone. If you don't know who the threat is, then why do I care what they're doing?
From what I gathered, the victim here is Mega Shark. He's just a little baby swimming in the bottom of the ocean, and our unicorn submarines, which were one of the highlights of this film, they were responsible for making the Mega Shark become a threat.
Mega Shark ate them, and then all hell breaks loose. Hold on, we gotta get Mega Shark. But for no reason. He wasn't doing anything. I mean, they provoked him and he killed them.
Then they activated Kolossus. None of this would have happened if people weren't stupid.
You know what's really bad as well is they're choice in subtitling. In the beginning, we have like two characters. One's a Russian character and one's an Asian character, and they subtitle both of them. They're speaking English, and you can understand what they're saying. Yeah, some of it's a little spotty, but it's fine enough. Yet when somebody starts talking Russian, no subtitles. I feel like I didn't touch on the acting enough. Now, this isn't a personal attack, however, it's going to come off that way. Illeana Douglas has like 109 credits.
This will keep happening. If you keep pushing it, it will get worse. Much worse.
She was just struggling to get every single line of dialogue out.
I don't understand. What does this have to do with the Megalodon?
I cannot understand why it looked like every single person was reading their lines.
The casting is a little odd for this kind of film because normally you would expect a younger cast. Like the Asylum usually throws in some youthful people in there. In this case, we really didn't have it. I think maybe Spencer was the youngest guy.
Yeah, everybody else was like north of 40, and they're just really boring.
It's just not entertaining. And there just isn't one enjoyable moment in this film.
I agree. Let's go on to our final thoughts and ratings.
The Mega Shark series should be retitled to Mega Fail, as this film was a fail. There was nothing enjoyable about it. The acting was terrible. The story was all over the place with so many problems and nothing to actually care about that the aftermath was meaningless. You didn't know what was going on, and what you did know what was going on, it didn't even matter. You had barely any battles between the Mega Shark versus Kolossus. Go watch something else. And it's hard to recommend something else because this has been a bad week.
It's been a rough one. The Reef.
Yep.
The Reef. And what's coming up tomorrow is Deep Blue Sea.
And with that being said, I'm going to have to give this half an out-of-shape doppelganger Cesaro out of 5.
From the acting to the story to the weight of every situation, there's like, everything just seems pointless. It's just a big waste of time and it's boring as fuck. I got drunk so I could like have fun with this movie. And now I'm just like sitting here drinking because I want it to be over. I'm gonna be one of the guys at the bar like, man, I had such a shitty day. I've been watching this bullshit movie about sharks. All week it's been happening. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm done with Christopher Ray. I won't watch another Christopher Ray movie. Sorry, Chris. So with that being said, I'm gonna give this half a Colossus Cesaro swing out of 5. As always, thank you for watching. I'm sorry, we failed you this week, I think. We tried to find some cool stuff for you to watch, but it's been rough. It's been rough to say the least. We got Deep Blue Seas coming tomorrow, so check that out.
We took one for the team this Shark Week.
Yeah, this is brutal. We wanted Shark Exorcist, we want to do Shark Babes. I guess next year. Like the video if you liked our review. Don't dislike it, please. We need as much positive reinforcement on this review so that people searching for this movie will see our review first and be like, hold on, maybe I shouldn't go rent that. Maybe I should just not watch a shark movie. And make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay updated with positive reviews like this coming at you all the time.